Y'all have so much energy and empathy and love and grace and care and all that. Y'all don't have no place for it to go. So y'all start sending it in every direction. You get me? You guys like the perfect output.
Anybody that's willing to grab it.
Anybody that's willing to grab it, y'all will send it to. But when y'all get a husband that really is the perfect storage unit to balance it out, because your good energy is going to balance out against all that bad energy he's facing, y'all basically giving your man that shield for the day. That's what y'all do. This is Meet2Marry. Let's go.
I'm looking forward to this episode.
All right, first things first. Hey, shout out to people saying this is my favorite dating show. Look at Meet2Marry getting some credit here, man. Hey, do us a solid. I'm going to give y'all the link to Meet2Marry. Y'all go in there, go give them a friendly little comment. You feel what I'm saying? What did you miss? You missed something. Something and something and something. That's what you missed.
You didn't miss much, Katie. You just missed the new Cheaters video. That's it.
We have turkey. All right, let's do it.
It's not a turkey.
It's something. All right, this is Meet2Marry, episode 6, love, advice, and real dates. Ooh, yay. Let's do it. Hey, hey,
oh.
Hey.
Okay.
Marcus. Go to Marcus.
Kendra and Marcus, it's good to meet you both for the first time, of course. Yeah. My name is Quest Green. I am a certified marriage and relationship coach. And it's going to be my pleasure, honor, and privilege to be able to walk through this process with you, right? And have these conversations so that we can make sure we're making good decisions as it relates to relationship, right? So from what I understand, you chose each other in terms of a match. What are some of the things that you are looking forward to in this experience?
Ladies first.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking for a connection.
Yeah.
I'm looking for understanding and someone to listen to what my desires are and just my dreams and having a non-judgmental outlook. More so. Partnership. More so than anything.
What have your past relationships looked like? Let's deal with the most recent. What were some of the pros and what were some of the cons that led to?
Because like, what are you doing in a relationship that you getting judgment for? Like, it's like
listen and we don't judge. We gonna listen. We gonna listen. But the my is automatically like it's ringing bells in my ears.
Because that's just a question I got. Like, what do you mean? You need somebody that's not going to be judgmental. What are you doing in a relationship that's getting you judgment? That's my question.
Yeah.
Break up and then possibly looking elsewhere for a relationship.
Not listening.
Yeah.
More of just trying to go to solution based versus actually just listening. Of course, we always want a solution, but when you're being interrupted in a story, when you're trying to let them know what's going on.
Not y'all flooding the chat with random birds, bro. What are y'all doing, bro?
Let the birds fly. Let them know.
They interrupt you for a solution versus just trying to understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
That's kind of what led to my last breakup.
Yeah. That's understandable. Marcus, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to in this journey?
So for me personally, I'm looking for my companion. I'm looking for that person that I can not only, pour into them, but they pour into us, and we grow as a unit. Similar to Kendra, someone to listen, someone to be there, and just most important, just communicate.
Right.
Just be you.
Right.
And don't feel like you can't be yourself with me. Like, let's be ourselves together.
Authentic. Yeah. I'll ask you the same question. When was your last relationship and what were some of the things that led to the breakup?
So my last relationship was 2018. So we grew distance. Like we were together for like 4 years. And I believe once she went to get her master's and stuff, that same kind of connection we had in college wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
So I realized during that time, I was pouring so much into her, but I wasn't pouring back into
she wasn't
myself.
pouring into, okay, you weren't pouring into you. 2018, that's a large stretch. You'll said about 7 years. Why now as opposed to jump back into the relationship game? Why now?
You know, I've tried dating on and off. You know, start off great, but then something like, that don't seem right, or, you know, there's red flags. And honestly, I probably had my own issues as well, which, you know, made me say, hey, maybe I need to take a step back. But now that I've gotten, I believe I've gotten.
He said, this is a grown-up type show. No, that's facts.
Yes, yes.
This is a serious dating show.
For context, Miss K, these are the first contestants from the first episode of Meet2Marry.
For this season.
Yeah.
With that, you know, doing therapy and stuff, I think I'm truly ready to find that next person.
And that's a good amount of time to. Let me ask you this: what are some of the things that you've learned about yourself during that period from 18 to now that has prepared you to jump back into a relationship?
First, patience. I had to relearn what patience was. Right. I think as we grow, I think our levels of patience dwindles.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, for me, it was like, I have to learn patience is a virtue, and you have to sometimes wait to really see the bigger picture of things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was the biggest thing. It's like I had to relearn the definition of patience and just more so like doing things for me.
Yeah. That's big.
That was, you know, I was always a people pleaser. But now it's like, don't get me wrong, I still love making sure the people I care about are good, but I'm putting myself first in anything. God,
and not from a selfish place, of course, right?
Of course.
Right.
God first, but, you know, everything.
Good job correcting that.
Boundaries.
Good job correcting that. Especially if you aiming towards marriage, you gotta remember it's God first over everything. Don't put yourself above everything. It's God first, then you. Humble yourself accordingly.
Yeah.
Dealing with me, if it's meant for me, if it feels right, if it aligns. You know, sometimes things may require work, but, you know, at the end of the day, if it ain't for me, it ain't for me.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So, Kendra, I wanted to ask the same question to you as well.
Okay. How
long has it been between the last relationship and deciding to jump back into relationship again, or dating, if you will?
I mean, I waited about a year because I'm divorced. I am divorced.
Oh, okay.
So we were together for 3 years. Didn't have any kids. So in the state of Virginia, because there's no kids, we can get divorced within 6 months.
Oh, wicked.
So that was quick process. So divorce finalized, and I was probably single for like maybe a year and a half before I jumped into a relationship.
Is that enough time though?
No. In my opinion, but you know,
you literally just broke an oath like a year ago.
Yeah,
that might be a little quick. But I mean, if she ready to date, she ready to date. In my opinion, though, I think that's very fast.
Yeah, it's not to say that like you can't date, but I think being in a 3-year marriage, that's still a lengthy time to be married to someone. And giving yourself the proper time to heal, reflect, you know, spend a little bit more time with yourself, figure out the do's and the don'ts of what you want in a relationship. But it also depends. Like if the relationship was already fizzling out and it led to divorce, she could already been ready to start dating.
She said they were together for 3 years.
Yeah.
But in their state, because they don't have kids, their process only took 6 months. Right. So we don't know if that 3 years is including that last 6 months or
without.
But still, I still think like it's one thing if you're breaking up from like a date or an engagement and y'all take a year, 2 years to yourself. But like you were in a sworn oath with somebody, and then you immediately jump back out the porch in a year.
I think an engagement is pretty tough to come back from too. I'm not gonna lie,
but to each his own, I guess. If she feel like she ready, then hey.
And that ended because of lack of communication. just with my job of what I do. I'm in the car industry. So long hours. Like sometimes I'll say I'll be there 8 o'clock, but then I get a customer at 7:30 and then I don't leave till 10. So it just, after a while, people get tired of that. Like they feel as though that you're playing with their time. And it's like, I'm not. Like I'm really not. It's just, I gotta provide for myself, you know? So.
Oh, well, if you're in a marriage, you don't provide for yourself. Y'all are one.
Yeah. Even that answer though, it gives me the perception that you were in that relationship with a single person mindset.
Yeah.
If your spouse is saying that, hey, I feel like my time's being wasted, you're not spending time with me, there's always excuses to why something's not working. It's not like a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. This is a marriage thing. If Alex tells me, hey, Kite, I feel like, yo, we're not having enough this time, we're not having enough me time, we're not having enough dates, quality time, as a spouse, a married partner, I have to adjust. It may be hard, but there's compromises. But for that person to say after only 3 years, you're already saying, yo, you're wasting my time. It's like, what were your steps to actually, like, you know, meeting their concerns or addressing their concerns if all it took was 3 years for them to be like, nah, gang, you're playing. Like, I'm out of there. You know?
Before you got married, did you guys do any kind of premarital counseling or premarital coaching prior to?
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Not to say that it's but this is the reason why we're going through the motions now, right? So we can just pay attention to a couple of things. I wanted to, well, before I ask you, one of the things that I do as a coach is I run a company called The Greenhouse. And 4 pillars that there are is foundation, love, lifestyle, and legacy. Who you are as an individual, of course, is a foundation. You don't build anything without a foundation, right? And of course, there's the love. All the pillars are self-explanatory. The lifestyle you build around that love, and then the legacy you pass on to your children and so on and so forth. Who do you guys believe that you are in terms of foundation that makes you ready for relationship or ready for dating or and getting back into that
out of the 4 pillars or?
No, just from the foundation perspective, like who you are as an individual, because I'm sure that you've learned some things along the way from the divorce till now, some things you've learned after that last relationship. How do you believe that from a foundational perspective, who you are as an individual that makes you prepared to jump back into the dating scene?
I'll say being divorced absolutely helped me with my relationships now because I have a patience, a better understanding of outside of myself. Like, okay, these are my emotions and that's another person. Like, just because I'm feeling this way doesn't mean that he's supposed to feel this way. Like, I can communicate that, but do it in a way that is a way for him to understand versus me just attacking the person with the emotions that I have.
You've learned to be a little bit more empathetic.
Yes, more empathetic and calmer. Because I'm not naturally a calm person. I'm like very rowdy. So in an intimate situation, it's kind of hard to keep like the monotone. Right. I'm passionate. Like my voice is going to fluctuate. Right. So having that, learning to do this in a conversation versus raising your voice, because I've learned that once you start raising your voice, guys, it turns off. So it's like, okay, I need you to listen to me. So,
okay. I think I get a little bit of what was happening in that relationship, just off of This is purely off of information I'm processing. This could be 1,000% wrong, so don't take it as fact. It sounds to me the husband was having issues with your work-life balance. And he was trying to voice your concerns, his concerns about it, because he signed up to have a wife. Because you already said in your sentence, I got to make money, I got to survive. Yeah. You still had a single person's mindset that you still got to get the bag to secure your own security. You did not have a sense of relying on your partner. You felt like you still had to do things yourself. You had to have your own money yourself. You had to have your own everything, your own stability yourself. And that's the difference why I tell people, there's people that are in relationships, they're dating for years, right? Oh, I've been together with my person for 10 years. Yes. The difference I tell people is you can be in a dating scene. You guys can be boyfriend, girlfriend for years. It's not the same as being married.
It will never be the same.
It will never be the same because there's a weight that comes with marriage that is different from, there's a weight that comes from marriage that is different from being in a basic relationship. So you got to understand that once you swear that oath, the rules change. The rules are different. But what if your husband is not creating that financial space for you to change your work? That's a conversation you guys have to have.
Yeah, she never said that either. So
she never said
he could have been.
We don't know anything about it.
Opportunity to do it.
All we know is that from what she said was her husband was not liking how there was inconsistencies with communication and her work-life balance was bad. And her excuse was, I can't help if I say I'm going to be home at 8, but then a client comes in at 7:30 and now I'm stuck till 10, outside of my control. But the husband was complaining about that communication issue and that lack of time. And she said, for his quotation of words, he felt like his time was being wasted. So I don't know what their financial situation was. I'm just going off of what it is.
Yeah.
But what I tell people, when you're dating somebody, people don't realize that you still kind of have a single person's mindset.
No, you do. Yeah, you do.
When you're dating, because there's always, I feel like the dating phase is the true 50-50 phase. The dating phase is, I'm giving you my time, I'm giving you my energy, I'm giving you my communication, but I still got to hold it down for myself.
Yeah.
Meaning that you can have a part of me, but I still am a person that you can leave at any moment. So I need to do things for myself. When you get married, it goes into, I can't only think about myself anymore. Now my sole job is to think about you. Your sole job is to think about me, because we become one person. And that's what people don't get, why when you get married, it's a different ball game. It's never going to be the same as you being like a relationship partner. Like, marriage is a different category. And a reason why it doesn't work for a lot of people is they think the same way I operate as a single person, they think that they can take that and keep that in the aspect of marriage. They're never going to be the same. You're in an oath now. And people need to start researching what exactly a oath is. There's weight to it. So it's never going to be the same. She did not transition out of dating into a married person's mindset.
Yeah.
Because she said it herself. I still got to get my money. I still got to blah, blah, blah. That's a single person mindset. You never transitioned.
And it makes him feel left out.
Are you really one person in marriage? It's hard to lose your identity. If that's your take on marriage, then you're not understanding what marriage is.
Yeah, because you never lose your identity.
Right. Marriage is about enhancing. The whole purpose of marriage is enhancing, right? If Alex is a smart, outgoing, witty person, and I'm a stonewall, serious, competent person, and we get together, the whole point of marriage is I'm supposed to take your characteristics and find out what your weakness is. No, you become one. So I'm breaking it down. You can say it's a fusion. It's just you become one. It's
are one.
You're tying yourself.
Yes.
So you're both broken halves and you're becoming a full piece.
Yes.
Right? The whole objective is I'm supposed to pay attention to everything that Alex lacks. Right? I got to pay attention. If she lacks emotionally, she lacks financially, if she lacks blah, blah, blah. If there's character flaws that she doesn't have, it is my job to be the filling gap for her. So if I notice my wife cannot handle stress, I need to be a stress relief system. If I notice my wife cannot handle financial stability as much as she needs to, I need to be that system. Vice versa, she has to be the thing that fixes the flaws in me. If you guys notice on our show, Kite, even if you guys look at how we operate as content, I do 90% of the talking.
Don't look too deep into it though.
Yeah. Don't be weird about it. I do 90% of the talking. I do 90% of the perspective. And a lot of people think like, oh, this is all Kite's mindset. This is all blah, blah, blah. Little do you guys know, when me and my wife are not on camera, every talking point that I'm having is conversations me and my wife have. My wife is literally, a lot of my talking points are Alex's talking points. I just thought on it a little longer because Alex is constantly evolving past talking points. And I just throw it out to the situations that I needed to fit. Yeah. But Alex is ultimately, if God forbid, if I had to step away from the channel and Alex had to take over the channel, I wouldn't need to be worried about the message of the KiteZz brand being lost. Because she knows everything. She knows how I would think, how I would operate, because she knows me better than I know myself. Mm-hmm. Vice versa. And that's what dating doesn't teach you. Dating doesn't teach you to do that because you still have to remember, dating, I'm still an individual. I don't have to fill in all your gaps yet. Yeah. I have to look at. Dating is my chance to get as much information about you as a person and decide if I'm able or capable to fill in those needs that you have.
Yeah, dating is like a prerequisite.
Bang.
Yeah. And to answer your question, Leo, do you think marriage counseling is important before marriage?
Yeah.
Yes. If you're intending on getting married, this is why a lot of marriages fail, because a lot of people don't take the time to go to marriage counseling. I guarantee you, as she went to marriage counseling with her husband, a lot of these issues and a lot of these concerns that they're having would have got fixed before they said I do. And marriage counseling gives you the time and it gives you the space to get to know each other beyond surface level, beyond the things that you think you know about your person or about the person you're going to marry, because the marriage counselor will always ask questions that you will never think of, that you will never have thought about asking your spouse or answering or anything like that. Some people don't do marriage counseling and it works out for them. Cool. But it is very highly recommended that you do marriage counseling or you console in someone that, console in a couple that is married and has a successful marriage, because they're not going to sugarcoat things for you. Mm. A lot of people sugarcoat marriage and they say, oh, marriage is cool. Marriage is fun. Marriage is work. Marriage is work. And the work that you put into it is the benefit of it. It's the reward that you get. So if you're not willing to put in work, if you're not willing to sacrifice, if you're not willing to put in time, if you're not willing to put in change and effort, you don't need to be married. If you're not willing to put in compromise and cooperation, marriage is not for you. Mm-hmm. If you're not willing to put God first and let him lead your marriage, but you let outside people influence your marriage, you're not ready for marriage.
Why did you guys commit to such work at 19? Because at the end of the day, if God sends you your person and God lets you know what you're... Well, the thing, I guess it's easier to say this. Since I was young, I have always had marriage in my mindset because I had a lot of strong examples to show me what I need to desire for, because my family has always been God-led. So I already had an example. If you ask my mom will tell you since I was 3 years old, I was already talking about what type of wife I wanted, what type of wife my wife would be as a 3-year-old. So thankfully for my sisters bullying all the girls out of my way, that when I became an adult, when I became 18, my family let me off the reins. You feel me? Up until I got to 18, it was no. This is what you need to look for. Stay away from these girls. Focus on this. Stay away from this. My mom always told me, don't start dating in high school. Wait till you get to college, and then when you get to college, you'll see why. And lo and behold, I found my wife in my first year of college. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like I had so much wise counsel, plus I already had in my mind I was going to be somebody's husband. Mm-hmm. I was already husband-minded since I was 3. Mm-hmm. And some people, they can get that. There's a lot of people that are doing that. There's people who have dreams of being that bride on the front steps all the time. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of, if you have a vision like that, you have to have the character and personality and the ability, and also God, because God plays a huge part. People mm-hmm. don't want to listen to that part. God plays a huge part. I made my desires known, mm-hmm. and he gave it to me. He gave me somebody who was the exact type of person I needed.
Mm-hmm. And there's a difference between desiring and wanting a marriage and idolizing a marriage.
Yes.
A lot of people idolize and fantasize the concept of marriage. But when the going get tough and, you know, things get a little rocky, a little shaky, a lot of people want to jump ship because that feeling or that fantasy that they thought marriage was, when it doesn't fulfill them, they get scared because they're not familiar with it. Yeah, so.
Mm.
Let me keep this tone here so that I keep your attention.
That is super big.
So I learned that.
Yeah, I like that. Marcus, what about you?
I think for me, it is learning to be a leader, learning to lead.
Yeah.
I think we know with marriage and just relationship in general, you know, you have to be able to lead and, you know, be that guy. Not everything's going to be right. You know, not everything's going to lead to success, but being able to take the steps forward and not be afraid of what's to come because you have somebody with you. You know, for me, I had to learn how to be a leader because for me, my parents are a little bit older and sick. My mom had a stroke probably 2 years ago. So
sorry to hear that.
Praying for her recovery.
That caused me to have to step up with my other siblings to be able to, hey, we got to take care of this. We got to go do that. We got to make sure she goes to her appointments. I stay in Charlotte. She stays back in South Carolina. So I was traveling. I had got a new job and everything, but I had to navigate as a grown man and as a leader.
That's actually pretty big, because what are the parallels that you see between having to step up there and between relationship? Because we all know just because we're a leader, that doesn't necessarily mean control. Some people associate leadership with control, and that's not necessarily what leadership is. What do you see in terms of parallels between relationships?
I'm glad he said that.
He was spitting.
I'm glad he said that.
Yep.
Leadership is not control. There is a difference between leadership and control.
Yep.
That is a real bar.
And if you're not willing to listen and be able to understand and compare the two, then because there is a major difference.
And this is how great God is, right? A lot of people don't understand how important God created things. God is very intellectual about everything. He made man and women so specifically to handle such things that marriage is so good. Because as a man, I didn't know all the things I genetically as a man would never know or understand until I had a woman who was everything that I didn't understand. Like, bro, I remember the first time, I forgot what Alex had said to me that legit made me like break down in tears before. And it was just something simple. Like, I think she just checked on me. Like, are you good? Like, are you okay? Like, I remember she's like, I think you was like, when's the last time you cried or something like that?
Yeah, I did actually.
Bro, as a guy, I wasn't even thinking about that. Because I think there was a point where I would come home, I was so stressed out, but I would come home and she'd be like, oh, talk to me. I'm like, I'm good. And I did that for like 2 years straight, 3 years straight. Like, the last time I had like legit cried was when my uncle died.
Yeah.
And from when my uncle died, I was like, Stonewalling, bruh. And the only thing that would make me cry was thinking about my uncle. Like, I'm being so legit. The only thing that would make me cry is if I thought about my uncle, right? And I did that for like so many years. And then one day from work, she just started hammering me like, yo, are you okay? When's the last time you cried? You don't show your emotion. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. I'm here. And it legit made me cry because I'm like, dang, like, what you talking about? And I was trying to fight the fact that I was crying. Like, I was like, bro, like, watch out, move, bro. Like, you good, blah, blah, blah. But she saw it and I wasn't seeing it. You get me? And then I realized it made me start really looking into why God created women the way they are and why God created men the way they are. Men, we are genetically created to go out in the world and get abused and battered and fight and claw and all that. We're made to do that. Even the way we cope stress, men cope it different from women. We are made to deal with that. But we're like batteries. Men are like batteries. We absorb everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
All types of energy.
But we're taught to absorb. We're never taught on how to release it.
Yep.
Women release that energy every day, every second, naturally.
Even without thinking about it.
And so as a man, I didn't understand it until my battery was so full, I was a walking bomb at this point. You feel what I'm saying? My battery was so overcharged. I literally was on crash out mode, and I didn't even understand why I was on crash out mode. I had to get with somebody who knew how to release the battery and output that energy somewhere. And it was through a woman's grace that I was able to do that. People don't get that, and they'll never understand that. Yeah. Vice versa. When women, you guys are outputting so much of your energy, there's no place for y'all energy to really go. Mm-hmm. Y'all have so much energy and empathy and love and grace and care and all that. Y'all don't have no place for it to go. So y'all start sending it in every direction. You get me? You guys like the perfect output.
Anybody that's willing to grab it.
Anybody that's willing to grab it, y'all will send it to. But when y'all get a husband that really is the perfect storage unit to balance it out, because your good energy is going to balance out against all that bad energy he's facing, y'all basically giving your man that shield for the day. Mm-hmm. That's what y'all do. Y'all get to get it off y'all chest and rejuvenate him, and he can go out there, go to war, fight whoever he needs to fight, do his job, and come back and bring you the spoils of it. Mm-hmm. And that's such a beautiful design for sure. Yeah. God is so good for that.
And having to step up in family.
Right. Go ahead and say it.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do that as well.
It's just being there. Yeah. I think when you feel like you have support behind you, it makes it so much easier for you to feel your feelings, to be able to express yourself. Yeah. Just to feel like you have a safe place, even when it feels like the walls are closing in on you.
Yep. I love it. Before we get out of here, I just want to let y'all know this is going to be a lovely journey. I'm listening to the two of you right now, and you sound real solid. And my purpose here is going to be to walk with you as we navigate through this, just to make sure that we're having conversations that align with what you're looking for in terms of an end result as far as this relationship thing is concerned. So it's been a pleasure to meet you, Kendra. Well. Marcus, it's good to meet you as well.
Good job. I like this counselor. Good job.
Hey.
What's going on, sis? Where you at? Listen, did I tell you? I matched with somebody on this show. Yeah, girl. Listen, I'm a little, I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I'm waiting for her right now. She pretty, mad pretty.
Hi, Jay.
Like, I'm kind of nervous. Like, it's been a minute since I've been on a date, girl. Sure.
Valencia, we signed you up to be a decoy for a cheater show. So just, get ready for that.
I told him not to do it, Valencia.
We signed you up.
I told him you was going to tell them people off.
We just need you to, bring your womanly charm.
She said
sorry. Yeah, I know. It's okay, Valencia. We'll show you you'll be great representation for us. So.
All right, serious date. But you know what I mean. Like, she's gorgeous. Like, I didn't even think I was gonna be picked, honestly. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, I ain't think. When she said,
if he not fine, I can't flirt.
I told you, Melissa gonna tell you about yourself.
But she's not saying she can't do the job though. She's not saying she can't do the job though. Good job, Valencia. Reliable as ever. That's why you're you. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't show my face right then, but I was like, huh? Listen, I was shocked. I was a little shocked.
I'm asking to come to the pool like light skin.
We're gonna make it work.
Yeah, call me when it's over.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I love you.
All right, love you too.
All right, bye.
Man, Kendra, a whole hour late. Yo!
All right. She should be here in a little bit.
Communication, this is what we was talking about, man.
Can I get the shot?
No way. This is what we were talking about, bro. Come on now, Kendra. Don't do it to him.
She violated.
She ain't called a text. Oh my!
But you know what? I'm glad they showed this because this goes back to what I was just saying. My perception of what she was saying, I felt like a year was not enough time to truly fix whatever her ex-husband was talking about. I felt like there was more improvement that needed to be made. You don't just get a divorce in 6 months and then be back on the dating market 6 months after. Like, that's crazy. What?
Hopefully she shows up, but like he got there at 7. It's 8:30.
That's an hour and a half. That's OD.
And from what we seen, we ain't got no check-ins, no call. So that's a long time.
Facts.
Do y'all got like lemonade or pineapple juice?
I have both.
Let me do lemonade.
I'm stuck here. Like they literally won't
You still at work? Damn.
Yes, I'm still at work.
Yeah, it's all good. I was definitely looking forward to, just playing these games and talking some but,
We are. Don't say that. Don't say that we're not. Because we definitely are.
This is exactly what she said her ex-husband was saying, bro. This is poetic.
Yeah.
I'm not happy that this is happening though. Like let's fix I'm not happy that this is happening. But I'm glad they did that counseling thing because that counseling thing told us a lot. Her work-life balance is not ready for somebody who wants to be in a serious relationship.
Yeah.
And it's not her fault because she's doing whatever she got to do to survive. But if you know you have a terrible work-life balance and you don't know how to control your work-life balance, you're hurting people. People get hurt.
Yeah.
If you knew you had a date tonight, blah, 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 you got to make sure you set like, oh, I'm about to be at that date no matter what. He been there a whole almost 2 hours.
Yeah. Imagine if some kids was involved and your kid had a football game or a recital and it's just work. Yeah, that work-life balance will get you. It'll get you. It sucks.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to wait for me anymore?
No, I'm going to wait for you. Don't do that. It's all good.
I said 7 and it's 2 hours later. Like, it's out of my control completely.
And listen, let me tell you this. I understand things happen. You working, baby. Yeah, baby. Like, it is what it is. You feel me? You're working. So, at the end of the day, I understand. You got to make that money. You got to do what you got to do.
Car dealership is open around this time.
So ain't no hard feelings.
She could be a mechanic.
Okay.
Just telling me what was up.
Sales.
So it's all good.
Okay, and I really do appreciate your patience. I really do.
All right, so Kendra didn't come. Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, she had to work, so I'm not upset or anything. I get it. Work. You got to work. You got to make that money. So at the end of the day, I appreciate her reaching out and letting me know what was up. She's still trying to get up and do something. So I'm not really too worried about it.
Okay. So what's next then? So you guys are gonna try to move forward with another date?
Oh yeah. Like we're gonna work something out. We're gonna.
My question is this: now y'all moving to another date, and what if this happens again? Then what? Because you can only make the excuse of she's working for so long.
I bought a car and was there till almost 10:30 at night. Yeah, so I'm giving her the great. I feel like there was something that she said on the phone where it sounded like she was about to cry because she felt like she was messing this up. I'm gonna go back to it real quick.
And listen, let me.
2 hours later.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to wait for me. We're not, because we definitely are.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to wait for me anymore.
You heard that?
Yeah.
I think she said, "You don't want to wait for me anymore." I feel like she genuinely feel like she about to mess this up. You feel what I'm saying? My thing is, I don't know. Do y'all feel like? Because we got to remember, this is. I think I would take it different if they had already been in long-standing relationships to the point where it's like, all right, you know how your partner gonna feel through this. I don't think she's prepared. I don't think she's prepared for it.
I think.
It's Meet2Marry.
I think the problem is in terms of how people date today, people get bored really fast. People lose interest really fast, and things fizzle out extremely fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's only gonna be so much especially in the beginning stages like this. There's people only gonna have so much patience for so long.
Yeah.
And you know, if her job is that demanding, it's not her fault. But I think when you have demanding jobs like that, you have to learn to carve out time for people and really stick firm to that time that you set for people. And if the job won't allow you to do that, then the job is consuming
too much of your life.
Too much of your life. And
You're not even
the job will
living on
cause you to miss out on blessings and things that you needed in that season of your life. But you know, work calls.
I feel like what needs to happen is this. Now that she's the reason why the date did not go, it's her responsibility to set the groundwork of the next date
around her time and her schedule, and
so that this is not a problem.
Yeah.
She, unfortunately, like a lot of women want to be those girls that all you have to do is show up, and they get mad when guys tell them, "Oh, I want to do what you want to do. Just tell me where to go." They don't like the guys that don't do that. But some ladies got to understand, some of y'all work-life balance is so skewed and busy. You have to be the one to
set it up. Not
because the dude is lazy, but because the dude, for some reason in these relationships, has the time to adjust. And you guys, for some reason, don't. And that can go for vice versa if the roles were switched.
Yeah.
If you are the busy one in the relationship, it's your job to set the stuff up because we have to work around you.
Right.
So if you're not trying to set the dates up and you know you're busy, you don't get to be the one to complain you don't get no dates.
Yeah.
I can't take you nowhere. So whoever's the busy one in there, it's your job to set it up. It sure is going to be more busy work for you, but it's simpler because at least we can play around the terms.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
I agree.
She's still trying to get up and, you know, do something. So I'm not really too worried about it.
Okay. So what's next then? So you guys are gonna try to move forward with another date?
Oh yeah. Like we're gonna work something out. We're gonna talk and try to get something going for sure.
Okay, that's good. Well, looking forward to seeing you and recording with you the next time.
Oh yes, sir. Thank y'all.
So
wonderful.
Good job on him for giving her some grace.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yes, it is, Dave.
Hey.
I'm curious to see how their session is gonna go. The youngest group.
It's to Nathan.
Well, hello, you lovely couple. Hi. How are y'all today?
Doing well.
That's good. My name is KiteZz Moffitt. I am a licensed mental health counselor, and I own a company called New Vision Therapy and Wellness, and I'm excited to be here with you guys today. Just a, a little introduction, not too much, so just relax and let's see, why you're here today.
Mm-hmm. My name is KiteZz Green. I am a certified marriage coach. I deal with premarital as well. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called The Greenhouse that helps marriages and relationships grow. And same thing, I'm with her. We just want to have a conversation today about, what you guys are looking for and the direction that you want to move in as far as relationship is concerned. So we'll just start off by telling us a little bit about yourselves.
My name is Nathan White. I'm Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Come on.
I'm a veteran.
Thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your service.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Some things about myself. I love to go to the gun range.
Mm-hmm.
I love to go skating, hiking, a lot of those things. And just more stuff I'm still discovering because I'm kind of new to the city. So finding those new hobbies.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it.
Where are you located now?
Uptown Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the heart.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta feel the experience. I gotta hop in the midst of Charlotte.
Come on.
I feel you, Champion.
All right.
Yeah, I like this version too. They need this.
I'm Aaliyah. I'm a current student at Winthrop University. I'm a senior, about to graduate soon.
Come on.
Majoring in biology, concentration in pre-PA.
Come on.
Yes. I want to be a PA in dermatology, open up my own spa, all those things.
Come on.
As far as hobbies go and how I like to enjoy my time, I love to sing. I sing a lot. I dance. I'm on the dance team. I'm at my school as well. I do a lot, so I like to read. I love watching movies, all those good things.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about where you guys are wanting to move in terms of relationship, because from what I understand, you chose each other in terms of the whole series of the show, correct? And what is the direction that you want to head in terms of relationship? You want to see it matriculate from where you are to hopefully where?
Definitely a serious relationship. Somebody I can bond with and enjoy their hobbies, and they be able to enjoy mine as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. For me, I can say similarly. A serious relationship if it goes in that direction for sure. I'm kind of looking for a life partner. Want somebody who can support me, and I'm looking for someone I can support as well and uplift.
I like that.
Okay.
Awesome.
I like that.
So, curious about ages. How old are you?
I am 24.
Okay.
I'm
23.
Okay.
I just turned 23 in June.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. So not too far off, right?
No.
Yes. Okay. So Leah, with you being in school, what are your goals? Like, do you plan to stay in this area, or where are you trying to?
As of right now, I do want to stay in the area. I actually live in Rock Hill currently because of where I go to school, and I kind of love the city. It's right near Charlotte too, so I get access to, the different, communities. So yeah.
Awesome. Woo Bop. Okay.
Woo Bop.
Yes. Woo alum. Yes. So I definitely went to that's awesome. It's a beautiful school.
Yeah. We're gonna have to connect for sure.
Definitely. Yes.
I know a lot of the times when we get on the topic of relationship, right, we always talk about the things that we are looking for collectively. What are some of the things that you think about yourself that said to you, you know what, I'm ready in this season of life for a relationship?
I've discovered through many trials and many tribulations, just on my own, I finally discovered peace for myself, or happiness for myself. I know what that is, what that looks like. I find joy in my own time. So
wow,
that calming state is like, okay, it's safe for somebody else to step into that type of environment.
I like that. Calm your camp before you start bringing people to it.
Please.
Calm your camp before you start bringing people to it.
Please, because if you think your camp not going to affect the next person,
Boy.
you're wrong.
Boy.
And it's okay if your camp a little rocky, a little shaky, got a little, stuff going on, but you take your time and,
They say that men can buy the house, but the women turn the house into a home.
Yes.
Which, when you think about it on a surface level, that sounds like, oh, okay. A lot of people who are pretty much worldly minded, they just take that statement as, oh, men go out, get money, women stay home and prepare. But the thing is it's the guy's job to find shelter that has every need necessary to allow the woman to do everything in her system.
Yeah.
Because people got to understand, kings do a lot of decision making, but nobody talks about the people that keep the kingdom running while the king makes those hard decisions. And so one thing I love about Alex, because I can give my own testimony of this, I can focus on all the major issues and the major problems and the stuff that's going to affect us in the long game, because she is in an environment where she can spider web and take care of everything that she deems like a priority. So if as men, if we get the heavy hitter things out the way for the women knock the simplest things out the water.
Things you wouldn't even think about.
Right.
It's the smallest things.
And so it's the beautiful thing that I know when me and Alex have our child not going to have no issues, because Mother B can be Mother B. You get what I'm saying?
And I think when women understand how their men operate and how they think and how they function on a daily, it makes it a lot easier to know what to prioritize and what to not prioritize when it comes to the home. So if I know majority of the time when Kite is working and his main stressors are, editing, running errands, taking care of family, so on and so forth, I know that it's my responsibility that I rightfully claim that when it's time for him to relax, he doesn't need to do anything else. He doesn't need to clean. He doesn't need to pick up after himself, even though he does it naturally. He does it naturally.
I need to pick up after myself.
But I get offended. I'm like, no, let me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you're already doing he's doing the brunt work, the work that I don't have to do, the work that I don't have to lift a finger and all that other kind of stuff. I don't have to stress about anything. The only thing I worry about is making sure that the home is comfortable, not for just myself, but for him, and make sure when the money hits, all the bills are paid. That's pretty much it. So I pride myself into bringing comfort to him, just like how he prides himself into bringing comfort and reassurance into me. So, yeah.
I think I'm glad you pointed that out, because a lot of people at our job never understood it. They would always be like, "Oh, like Kite, what are you gonna do with the bread? Blah blah blah." I don't know. I don't know what the bread gonna look like. What you mean? My wife got the bread. A lot of people on YouTube try to say, "Don't you think that's dangerous to let your wife control the income and blah blah blah?" Look, my wife knows if I start paying bills, I'm gonna start paying everything, going crazy. I'm not gonna be strategic. I'm throwing money everywhere. I'm good at managing money, but I'm not thinking about it all the time. When the money hit, Alex don't even gotta say nothing. There's never a point where blah blah blah. I be asking her, okay, how much money do I need to make this month? This XYZ. All right, bet. Did I make XYZ? Yes. All right, cool. That's it. That's what I love. That's the system I love. Tell me what I need to go get. I'm going to go get it. And I'm going to try to get a little extra. And if I get a little extra, you feel me? Do whatever you want with the extra.
Finances is always like really like taboo for people, like really foreign for people for some reason. And a lot of people, when it comes to finances, they feel like because people they've been in situations where they've been by themselves for so long, they only want to gander and take the responsibility for themselves. So when you try to get two people, especially if there's super hyper independent people, when you try to get two people to like join forces and join finances, there's always going to be headbutting. There's always going to be agree to disagree. There's always going to be issues when it comes to the finances. She's spending her money loosely. He's saving. He's spending his money loosely. She's saving. There's always going to be an issue because people don't really have those honest conversations about finances. And I know for me, when it came to that point of finances, a lot of women that were single or that didn't understand the dynamics of our relationship or our marriage, which it ain't for you to understand because it ain't your marriage.
Facts.
But when they didn't understand it, they'd be like, "Oh, girl, I'd have a separate account and be putting money away and this, that, and the third." If you feel like you got to be in a relationship and you got to sneak and hide money and put money aside and have a secret account and tuck money under the bed just for yourself for a rainy day in case this relationship doesn't work, you're already going into the marriage with the wrong mindset. Whatever happens in the marriage, whether you could prevent it from happening or not, that's up to you and your partner. So if you go into the mindset of like, nah, I'm not doing all this, I want all the money, I want to keep the finances split, do whatever works for you. But when you come with those intentions or preconceived notions of, I have to keep money for myself to keep myself safe from you in case you do wrong to me, it just shows how you feel and how you think about the person that you're marrying or that you're with. So
I think the way our system works is very good because it's very easy to hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
It's extremely easy for us to hold each other accountable because if I feel like we've been loosely spending, we both have to sit down and look at that account together.
Yeah.
And we both have to look, oh, okay, we spent this. Why did we spend this? Where was this? Why is this? Okay, cool. We have to hold each other accountable because it's in the same account.
And we take accountability for it all the time too. Okay, I take accountability. My thing that I've been getting into is Pokemon cards and Funko Pops and stuff. I shouldn't have spent that $80 on Pokemon cards. That could have went to that could have went to 2 bills. I take responsibility. I won't do it again. You know what what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he be having to hold it because he be giving me the money to do it. And he be like, well, you don't ask for a lot. But then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
in her defense, I told her, go ahead and do it. Like, because, my wife is very unneedy. Is prenup part of this concept?
No. Heck, we don't believe in prenups.
What the freak? I believe the only way she gonna get out this marriage is death. Sorry, bruh.
No, we don't. Us personally, we do not believe in prenups because we know how we are with each other and we know the intentions that we have with one another. And I've always had conversations with Kite. God forbid, if something happened and our marriage was to come to an end, everything that we've experienced throughout marriage and before marriage will never change my perception of him. It'll never change my mind about him. And that's just me as a person.
I agree.
And it sounds crazy because I've even had conversations with Kai. I said, even if you did this or you stepped out or whatever the case may be, as your wife, not just physically.
Oh man, I was only asking as a part of the money conversation, not you guys personally.
Oh, no.
Then the prenup should be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, it should be.
If the prenup is in your relationship, it should always be a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Facts. You feel me? Make sure if that's the system you got, you feel me? Do your thing. We're almost at 10 years. Almost. Hey.
Our contractual agreement, I guess, is if either one of us steps out, the other person gets everything. That's pretty
facts.
Much it. That's pretty much it.
That's the oath we said. Whoever cheat don't get nothing. Yeah. Whoever cheat don't get nothing.
To me, like outside of that, it really just depends. And if kids are involved and all that kind of stuff, I'm not the type of person to take everything from you, especially if kids are involved, because then my kids are going to be without. Our kids are going to have to, go back and forth with the struggle and stuff like that. But not everybody thinks like that, and I understand why.
We made an oath between God. If you break the oath between God because you step out, guess what? Yeah. That means you don't get none of the blessings that God had for you. You broke the oath. You get nada.
Either way, and I know God is going to cover either one of us, regardless if we're in a marriage or not, as long as we're giving each other that respect. And even though, you're still connected spiritually is what I'm trying to say. So you still got to.
I don't need it in writing.
You don't need it in writing.
Hell is hot.
Yeah.
Lie to God if you want to. I don't need a paper to tell me. You made that oath in front of God. Go to hell if you want to.
In my mind.
That's on you.
A piece of paper ain't gonna do nothing.
For me, I would have to say kind of like the transformation that I've been going through since my last long-term and serious relationship, which was 3 years ago. A lot of heartbreak and a lot of different aspects where I kind of beat myself down a lot, and just what that rebuilding process looked like, especially with how God has entered in differently. Cause like I grew up in the church.
Let's say in this scenario, if I cheat and we don't have it on paper, if I cheat and Alex goes, remember the deal we made, or remember the promise we made, and I say, nah, forget that, I still want my 50%. And, all right, she gonna let me have it, but just know, I'm not gonna stop her from taking her 50% either. But I know the oath you swore. You know the oath you swore. I ain't gotta do nothing to you. God, one thing I know about God for sure, vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. He gonna get you one way or another.
I'm not worried about it.
I don't need to do nothing to you. He gonna get you one way or another. And like I said, hell is hot. It's not worth fighting over this. You want to lie and break your oath? You not doing it to me no more.
You can't take it with you no way.
Facts.
So
you doing it to him. So disrespect him if you want to. That's on you. I'm not going to hell with you though. Facts. You gonna go by yourself. I'm not going to stick my hand out and try to pull you out either. You chose that route. That's on you. I'm gonna go as for me in my house.
But finding him and what he looks like for me, that relationship with him after going through something so difficult, definitely makes that whole transformation process more beautiful. And I feel like at this point in time, after, spending so much time alone and recognizing who my real friends are and who my family is, now I kind of want to experience this happiness with somebody else, this newfound like joy that I'm having within myself and within my space. Yeah.
Are you both believers?
Certain.
Okay.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to have God in your relationship?
Number one.
Yeah, it sounds like they both have done the work, right? And they both have that foundation coming from the heartbreak, coming from the trials, that you've been able to see yourself in a new way, that you've done the work. Because a lot of times in relationships, we see as, when we meet those couples, what we see a lot of times is they haven't done the work. And then that brings more trauma and chaos in the relationship. So both of you have done the work. So since you guys have done the work, what can you bring to the relationship? And when you answer this question, can you look at each other and tell, the person, what can you bring to the relationship?
Refer me.
I can bring support. I feel like I want to support you in everything that you do. And that goes for, any partner. But I feel like I want to show up. I want to be there.
This is good that they did this. Remember when we talked about these oaths? This right here is a form of an oath here.
Especially with the eye contact. It's genuine and it's earnest.
You have to say it to my face what your intentions are. Because now, if you don't follow through with this, this tells me everything about you as a person.
Yeah.
And it's also, now that they are online, this publicly tells you everything. Meaning that even I can't even take your words face value. Ooh.
They're doing such a good job. I love this.
I want to be somebody that could be a listening ear for you, as well as the one if you would like that advice or another thought, another brain. Put our brains together and figure it out. Yeah, figure it out. I think that's kind of like outside of that, genuine. I'm very genuine. I like to be very honest, a good communicator. So I feel like I could bring a good foundation for, growth as an individual and in our relationship.
Good.
Can't beat that one. I'd definitely say happiness. In a way that's like those times where you might be going through as you're developing and going into your career more and stuff like that, just being there for you in ways, or that constant
can you stop this propaganda
with you, or our relationship with God, things like that.
It's been nice meeting you guys today, and really excited to take this journey with you.
Super.
Yeah, and we will be doing more more couple sessions, more individual sessions. So looking forward to getting to know you guys more, and just being able to see if this is truly a meet to marry.
Hey.
I love it.
So yeah, I think one of the things, just continue conversing, continue talking, and like she said, we want to be a part of the journey, just providing.
This is the older generation guiding the younger generation.
Yes.
That's important.
The right way.
And look, they both married. They're not married to each other, but this is a married man perspective and a married woman perspective. Circle yourself in the environment of what you want to be at. If you want to be a married person, get wisdom and counsel from married people.
You want to be a billionaire? You gotta
hang out with the billionaires. You got to put yourself in the spaces of where you want to be.
Information for you that'll allow you to make good decisions, right? They say information changes situations. So hopefully we'll be able to do that for you as we walk with you throughout this journey.
Good job. Oh my gosh. They doing escape rooms? Okay.
No, you have some fries.
American Idol. American what?
You have some fries.
Thank you. But I interact with everything you find and solve puzzles to uncover the treasure. If you fail, the door will be sealed once more, and you will surely perish. Locate the journal, find the treasure, and escape the temple before it's too late.
Shoot, escape rooms is the perfect way to find out your partner temperament.
I'll be in the corner.
Oh, because every time Alex go to escape room, she go with my siblings.
They are so competitive. They are so competitive.
Me and my sisters are completely. We're all three different versions of my mom, bro.
They are so competitive. I just have to watch from afar and then just cheer each other. Yeah. Next stage.
The oldest one is gonna do everything. She gonna try to do everything first. The middle one is gonna try to question everything, and me, I'm trying to get people to listen for just 5 seconds. I'll say I solved majority of the puzzles, but getting people to listen to what I'm saying is the hardest part.
Yeah, because he's the youngest.
I'm the youngest, so it get to a point. They'll know once I stop trying, like I've already figured this out. Now I'm just gonna let you fail. I'm gonna let you fail on purpose now because you're not listening.
The cute, she's like, no, I got this. I got this. I don't think it's supposed to go like that. And it guy's like, listen, y'all not listening. Reread the prompts. You're not comprehension. And I'm just in the back like. And I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking around in the room. They be like, Alex, what you think? I think whatever y'all want to do is right. Whatever y'all want to do is right. Good on you.
But the middle one be having you question that. Every time I have the answer right, and she'll say something like, I just think that we should probably look at it from a different perspective. It don't have me rethink everything I already thought about. I'm like, bro, stop talking to me.
Or everybody be like, be quiet. And she's like, sheesh, I can't even suggest nothing. They are funny. I just have to watch. It's like a show within a show.
My oldest sibling, she's 30. It's 34. Okay. The middle one is 2 years ahead of me. So I'm 29. That means she's 31. And then the oldest is 2 years ahead of her. So that means she's 33. 34. Yeah.
Time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence.
Oh, child, it's the same one y'all was arguing in.
We solved it, though.
Yeah,
we solved it, though.
Y'all solved it.
We've never lost an escape room.
We got 1 minute to spare, and we still won.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's the exact same one. Oh my gosh! Please!
Oh wow, I could have been your sibling. Hey, you probably are.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 6.
You are. Brother in Christ.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Oh, it's the exact same one. Oh, y'all got this. I'm stressed.
I'll translate those symbols into the templates on the giant.
I was in the corner, man. Ooh, child.
Okay. I'm not a fan of the animals.
Oh, they lost.
Tough loss for our lovers. It's okay.
Oh, they got a fancy.
They gave y'all water?
They got water?
Bro, I dude didn't give a crap about us.
Went to the tablet. She didn't even look.
So the animal's the tiger.
You ain't see how she started. She was like, yeah, I can show y'all with the tablets.
And that's gonna open the door. But how is the wall supposed to take us over there to take us through the door?
Second spell tiger. I want to know how to spell tiger. That's what I'm.
Oh no, I enjoyed that. That was fun.
I was stressed, man.
Who's up for round 2?
Yeah, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming on.
Hey, who they got saying this orbit in my ears? What mood y'all trying to say?
It sound like Dion. Oh, it's probably Aaliyah. Hey. Good episode.
Hey.
Great episode. I love this.
Bro,
see the comments, man.
Meet2Marry gotta be like the wave. Let's see who listened to instructions. Oh, okay. So y'all do it now, huh? Flock is here.
Didn't like it.
Flock gang. Flock here. Here gang. Flock. Flock in the building. Okay.
61 of y'all up in here.
And only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The rest of y'all need to be stomped out. And that's okay. We gonna get you.
The nerve.
We gonna get you. I wasn't here for instructions. You think that's an excuse?
It's never an excuse.
You're late. That makes it even worse. You getting stomped out for being late. Don't
tardy.
Disrespect my time.
No party.
Everybody stomp Key out.
Oh my gosh.
Break her nails.
Don't do it because you know RW gonna be the first one to start swinging. Don't do it. She's like, I told you.
He in fact was the first one to start swinging.
I told you, man.